Elizabeth Warren has a policy prescription for everything. And by the way, many of those policy prescriptions I like a lot. I've said on more than one occasion, if Elizabeth Warren could get away with beating the devil out of a banker, she'd probably beat the devil out of a banker. But we have laws against those things, so she doesn't do that. The biggest issue with Warren, at least for me, has to do with the issue of spine, not necessarily policy. And the belief that regardless of what her policies are, getting those policies accomplished is almost impossible without public sentiment and public will, something that I don't necessarily know if she can muster. And beyond the ability to be able to muster that, there's also, again, this aspect of spine. Why am I bringing up this aspect of spine? Why do I keep mentioning this aspect of spine? Many lefties have an issue with Warren. You didn't support Sanders. And the question is always, why? Why didn't you support Sanders? That's so strange. That's so odd. You call yourself one of the most progressive members in Congress, and you are widely, or at the very least was widely viewed as such. And the guy who is considered to be the most progressive is running for office for president. And the number two doesn't back him. The other lefty doesn't back him, doesn't come out, doesn't say anything. The opportunity to win the state of Massachusetts goes away. Warren doesn't back the guy who she is supposedly most ideologically akin to. But again, it's not always about ideology. Spine matters. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because Elizabeth Warren is not being honest about the reason she didn't support Bernie Sanders in 2016. And I want to talk about it. Welcome to the Soapbox. My name is Jamarl Thomas. This is the Progressive Soapbox. Guys, if you dig this content, you find yourself coming back to this channel often, please like this video, share this video, and of course, subscribe. If you really dig it, please consider supporting through PayPal or Patreon. I have a super chat from the last video from quote unquote fuck Google. That's the name. Fuck Google. That is the name. Fuck Google. If Warren was a real progressive and truly cared about the well-being of the American people, she would drop out and put her full weight behind one Bernie Sanders. Love everything you do, Jamal. Please say my name 3 times. I did. Do you remember this? When Cenk Uygur having a conversation with one Elizabeth Warren. I remember this interview. I thought this was one of the most ludicrous interviews that I've ever seen in my life. And Uygur should be ashamed of himself that he did this interview. Take a look at this.
That you're widely considered to be the second most progressive senator in the country. One, do you agree to that?
I don't know your metrics, but I'm somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay. And 2, are you proud of that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay, all right, great. Well, you know, so you asked some Democratic nominees and they're not.
I just want to know if I have to settle for second.
Okay, so now, of course, you know the person most widely considered to be the most progressive senator is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
So a natural question is, why not back him during the 2016 primaries if you two are the closest aligned in policy?
So look, I think that our primary, I thought was a good thing. I
don't want to intercede in this, even though I know that's exactly what I'm just doing. That woman just said she thought that primary was a good thing. Do you realize she was on air? They asked her, do you think it was rigged? She said, yes. And then the very next day, she said, no. Rolled it back. She thought a primary that on one day she said was rigged, and then after the media and her party got to her, came back and said it wasn't. This is kind of my issue. Spine. She's a fungible factor. She's spongy. She doesn't necessarily have a substance outside of the hitting banker stuff. And look, again, from a policy prescription, from a domestic front, that stuff from policy, yes, I like her. I've said it on more than one occasion. But there's more to politics than just policy. She just looked into the camera and told Cenk Uygur that she thought the primary was a good thing. I don't know who thinks that. Even Hillary Clinton people are pissed off at the way the primary went, if I'm being honest. They didn't want Sanders in. They're pissed off for different reasons. I guess I'm just making the very point from the standpoint of a lefty who widely believe that they cheated Sanders in that primary. And for this person, again, I can show the video. Came out one day, so they rigged it. Another day, they didn't. Thought that was a good primary. All right, let's keep going. Fair enough. You think it was a good primary. Let's keep going.
I thought it was good that Bernie was out there, that Hillary was out there. They were giving two different visions. They were out there through all the states. I thought it put both energy on our side. I'll tell you something else I thought it did. It made me proud to be a Democrat. You know,
I want to show, look, when you're dealing with people, there's certain tells. What I mean by tells are like, when they're about to lie. I shush not seriously. Like touching your ear sometimes, touching your face. I want you to see something. This is awesome. Watch this.
Is why not back him during the 2016 primaries if you two are the closest aligned in policy?
So look, I think that our primary, I thought was a good thing. And I thought it was good that Bernie was out there, that Hillary was out there. They were giving two different visions. They were out there through all the states. I thought it put both energy on our side. I'll tell you something else I thought it did. It made me proud to be a Democrat. You know, while
that's my favorite part of the interview. She says, "I tell you something else. Made me proud to be a Democrat." Did it now, Elizabeth. Did it. I love the bam. Made me proud to be a Democrat. Let's see that again. That's awesome. I want to see that again.
And I thought it was good that Bernie was out there, that Hillary was out there. They were giving two different visions. They were out there through all the states. I thought it put both energy on our side. I'll tell you something else I thought it did. It made me proud to be a Democrat. You know, while the Republicans were doing their clown car thing, you know, with who was going to be voted off the island, and then of course ended up with a reality star as their state.
There's several questions that should be asked after this. I'm sorry. There's several follow-up questions. If there was so much energy that was put into the Democratic side, why didn't she win? Senator Warren, if there was so much energy that was dumped into the Democratic side, why didn't the Democrat win?
Standard bearer, I was proud of what Democrats were out there talking about. I thought it was the right thing to do. And in the end, when it was time, I went out there and fought once it was resolved to try to get Hillary elected, and I would have done the same for Bernie, no doubt about it.
Do you get why some progressives are still mad about that? That Massachusetts.
That wasn't an answer. She didn't even approach the answer. I'm sorry, that wasn't an answer. Listen to what she just said. That was not an answer. Why didn't you support Bernie Sanders? Well, I thought we had a really good match. I mean, we had, I thought this was a really good primary. And I tell you something else, Jenk. I tell you something else, Jenk. Made me proud to be a Democrat. Did it now. It put a ton of energy into the party. Did it now. Why didn't you win? Why didn't you win? You lost to reality show hosts. And by the way, calling him a reality show host just makes it that much clearer that you lost to that reality show host. Should you be on here deriding him, seeing as you lost to the guy that you're deriding? Not that I like Trump. It's just that he beat your person. I'm asking you something very specific. If indeed it put that much energy to the party, why didn't you win? And you didn't answer why you didn't support Bernie Sanders. And Cenk Uygur goes on to something else. What I want to show you is reality. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because somebody asked Warren about this recently, and Warren gave another evasive answer. This is reality. This is truth. ABC News. No bullshit. And secret letter, Senate Democrat women rally behind Hillary Clinton October 30th, 2013. All of the female Democratic senators signed a secret letter to Hillary Rodham Clinton early this year, 2013, encouraging her to run for president in 2016. A secret letter includes the signature of Senator Elizabeth Warren and other senators who are mentioned as potential candidates. Two high-ranking Democratic Senate aides told ABC News. So it wasn't so much. And by the way, this lends more credibility to what I've been saying early on, a long time, for the entire time of this channel. When Hillary Clinton lost to Obama, I would wager to you that they made a deal. Support me, and I will help you launch you in 2016. That's why she kept doing this as my turn stuff, or it's her turn stuff. Because it was this kind of notion of, well, look, I helped Obama, I helped Obama, I helped Obama. You guys are supposed to, give me the presidency now. Doesn't work that way. My point is this. The reason that she didn't support Sanders is because a secret letter had already existed giving her support to one Hillary Clinton. That's why. That's why. All this other stuff is fluff. It was already decided years ago. It had already been decided. This conversation is ludicrous. This is utterly ludicrous. And I don't know if it's an issue of stones. I don't know if it's an issue of he just likes Warren, so he doesn't want to answer difficult questions. I don't know what it is. It took Chris Hayes to get Warren to say, yes, I am not unilaterally not taking money. Meaning, once I get out of the primary, I'm going to take all the cash in the world, all the cash I can get my hands on. Give me money, give me money, give me money. I'm Elizabeth Warren. After I get out of the primary. In the primary, though, yes, I'm just like Bernie Sanders. Just like Bernie Sanders. But once I'm out of the primary, you don't have a choice. You have nowhere else to go. We're back to that conversation, that argument. She's not being honest. She's not being honest. My issue with Elizabeth Warren, again, it's not her policies. It's this issue of spine, this issue of substance. And yeah, she's not being honest. That too. Please Google Andrew Cohen's article about George Gage. I will do just that. I would do just that. Spider77, Warren lacks spine when it comes to Wall Street, except when it comes to Wall Street. Look, I like the fact that she's willing to beat up a banker. I think that's awesome. And I actually believe her in regards to what she's saying domestically. Like, it's not that I think she's lying. It's not that I think she's being duplicitous in regards to the domestic stuff that she wants to get done, or at least try to get done, like the wealth tax and that type of stuff. Foreign policy, black hole. And yeah, regardless of what you want to do and what you say you want to do in a policy standpoint, weather vane Warren. Weather vane Warren. Where's the wind blowing? Yes, I call myself a Native American forever, but no, I'm not going to go to Standing Rock. At least not until Obama gives me the okay on this. I'm just saying, it's not just one thing. I mean, they rigged it thing. And then they didn't rig it. Which one is it, Elizabeth Warren? Did they rig it or didn't they not rig it? Which one is it? And yeah, even the support of Sanders. The honest reality of it is, it's more likely that she was being a political animal. The assumption was that Clinton was going to win. And because Clinton was going to win, if you supported Sanders, you're going to be essentially under the ire of Clinton. In which case, she didn't want to do that. She assumed that Clinton was going to win and she was going to win the presidency, in which case Clinton was going to look favorably upon her. That sounds like the more honest answer. That's not the answer she ever gives. Which is why people keep asking her that question, because the way she answers it never comes across with that ring of honesty. Just saying. Don't mean to hate on Warren. Just pointing shit out. I'll leave this here. Like, share, subscribe. Jesus Zamora, John Delaney 2020. I'll end it on that. Thanks.